What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to 876 United Facts TV, and I'm your boy Taj Bryan. Today we will be discussing um, what we would like to see against Sheriff or Europa League fixture, right? So I'll be discussing my predicted starting lineup, as well as I'll be discussing some stuff I would love Manchester United to do in the game. Um, Upcoming. So guys, at this time, smash that like button, turn on the post notifications bell, so anytime I post, you'll be notified, as well as subscribe, right? So enough of the talking on this intro, people, and let's get straight into it. Alright, people, so we're getting straight into the meat of the matter. So people, we have a very important fixture upcoming, right? We are playing Sheriff, a team that is notoriously known to be David against Goliath, right? So I am saying this to say, remember, this team played against Real Madrid and they were victors in that game. So I don't think we should approach this game overconfident and think that it's just a stroll in the park. No, as a result of us not having a game this weekend, as a result of the funeral of the Queen, God may her soul rest in peace. So I think we should play our preferred 11, meaning Ten Hag's preferred 11, so that we can, get the points and get the ball rolling in our Europa League fixtures. Now, we have a few, hiccups as it relates to, who will be playing in the game, right? So as you know, we have injuries to Donny van de Beek. I was not aware of that in the previous match. My apologies for that. Also, Anthony Martial is out, right? So, crucial players, and another person added to that injury list is Marcus Rashford. So, that is why here you see to my right, that Cristiano Ronaldo is starting. Now, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of people have been going in on arguably one of the best players, and he is the best goal scorer of all time. You guys are going in on him, right? Remember, I probably have a soft spot towards him, but remember, he did not have a preseason, so that is the reason why he may have some rust and so on and so forth, and why he may not be playing as well as we expected him to play, right? However, he's going to get another chance in this fixture to showcase why he is CR7, right? So let's get into our predicted lineup at this time, and then we'll get back into the nice discussion, right? So excuse me. So I will go with our usual backline. I think most fans, along with myself, should expect De Gea in goal, Varane and Martinez our preferred partnership in centre back, right? Malacia as our left back, he's showing his worth over Luke Shaw at this point in time. And Diogo Dalot, I think he has showed why he is the preferred starting right back, under Ragnick first, and now he's proving himself under Ten Hag. Now, again, I just have this feeling that McTominay is going to stay in the team for a while until Casemiro really demands that position. So firstly, I am going here with what I think Ten Hag will select, right? So in our midfield, we have McTominay as our 6, our CDM, right? Playing the number 8 spot is Ericsson, and our number 10 is Bruno Fernandes. Now the front 3, no, it could be Elanga and Garnacho. I don't think it will be Garnacho, right? But I think, however, based on available players, I think Sancho would start on the left wing, Anthony on the right wing, with Cristiano as a result of Rashford's injury starting at center forward. Now, I'm going to just show you how I would tweak this squad, and I'm not making much tweaks to this squad. Bam, you see what I put there? Yes, I have selected McTominay And in for him, I am just going to put Mr. Casemiro. And I think this is another game for him to also get himself entwined in the team. No, I don't want to see him. Person slated him in his previous fixture against Sociedad. No, remember, we had Fred playing number 10, not Eriksen. That is why I'm saying probably if Ten Hag had tweaked it a little bit, switch Eriksen with Fred, probably we would have seen a different Casemiro. However, he was sloppy in possession and so on and so forth. But I believe he needs to still adjust to his teammates, right? And there may be a language barrier there in the case where with Eriksen and so on and so forth, and Rashford and Sancho, right? He's attacking players. But I know that Martinez and Varane have, Spanish in their locker. So I don't think there, and probably Dalo. So I don't think there's much of a barrier, the Portuguese thing there, as it relates to that. But I just think that he's not yet settled in the team, in the club. So that's why I think we're seeing the performances we're seeing from Casemiro, right? So, as I said, I won't be doing much tweaks to the starting 11, but let's put back Mr. McTominay, because let's stay on the safer side, because I think that McTominay will be starting tomorrow, because he, in my opinion, has improved thus far, since Mr. Casemiro came in the squad, and I think that is the mere fact why we should get quality players, so that we can see a surge in the performances of our players, right? So I think this is a perfect fire starter for him to start playing well, ladies and gentlemen. So, yeah, this is what I think Ten Hag will go with. But, as I said, I would switch McTominay for Casemiro. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let us just discuss a few things that we need to see from United tomorrow. Alright, so from the get-go, I think the players need to just get the ball rolling, try and, exercise Ten Hag's style of play here in this game. Because I think it's a perfect game to really, enforce his style of play. Yes, I said this in the previous preview, but I think this is the time where we should get the ball rolling, right? And that's why I'm saying I think Casemiro should start in this game. He did start in the previous game and he played poorly to his standards, right? But as I was mentioning earlier on, I don't think that how the midfield was set up in the previous game, complemented Casemiro's game. Because Fred as a number 10, boy, is atrocious. I don't want to see Fred play that position again. Even me here, who I didn't even get to play professional football, can play that position better than Fred, right? I think I'm probably overdoing it, but you get my point, right, ladies and gentlemen? And Eriksen did not play the full 90 minutes, and I think if that was the case, Casemiro would have gotten more settled, because Eriksen adds a level of calmness to how we play in midfield and so on and so forth. So I think that was the case, and I think that due to the fact that, no disrespect again, I don't have an agenda, due to the fact that it was Lindelof and Maguire starting behind him, probably that has part to play also in why we got the result we received. Now, I don't really want to see Maguire, Lindelof, and so on and so forth play in these crucial matches anymore. Reason being, you see, in these high-stake games, they always disappoint me. Last week, Thursday, was the opportunity for these players who were dropped because of poor performance earlier on in the season. This was the ideal game to prove their value and to show that they can give the performances that is so desired by the fans. And mark you, Maguire and Lindelof, they didn't really play badly to the point where it was abysmal, to where we got a flogging. That was not the case. However, you could have seen the difference between Varane and Martinez in comparison to Maguire and Lindelof, right? You saw that the high line that Ten Hag demands was not there. You saw that the camaraderie was not there. You know, when tackles were won, when they blocked a shot, you didn't see that difference. And I think that also is why the fans favor our Ten Hag's new partnership, right? So these are just some of the things that I recognize, ladies and gentlemen, right? And as a result of that, also we need to also identify. Persons say that Maguire, his strength is passing from the back, and so too Lindelof. I think Lindelof is a better passer from the back than Maguire. But I hardly see Maguire doing those things, and I don't know if it's a mental issue that Maguire has at this point in time. But ladies and gentlemen, it is poor, and you can see the drop-off in performances, right, with those defenders in comparison. Now, mark you, I think that Maguire should get his chances against the lower level teams in the Premier League, where it doesn't require him, to be always be running back, But I think that at this point in time, the way how the Premier League's intensity has increased, I think that no lower level team can be taken for granted right now, because that's how competitive the Premier League is. So I think that in certain fixtures where Maguire is suited to play, where it requires physicality and, the height and so on and so forth, that is where Maguire should be implemented. Now, as it relates to Lindelof, I think that we should either sell one of those two centre-backs, and keep Lindelof as a backup. And I think that even Eric Bailly should be the favoured substitute centre-back at this time, because he's showing himself and he's showing his quality there in France, at Marseille, right? So it just goes to show. And ladies and gentlemen, Elanga, he's a player that has a lot of potential to be a good player. But I think that he's thrown in the hot water. And I don't think he cramps under pressure though, because he does what is required as best as he can do it, right? But I think he needs more development on how to think the game and so on and so forth, because players that are of his level needs to use this more than how they play. You get what I'm saying? So, and I think there's a lot of pressure that is put on Elanga right now. Remember, he's young, right? He's just an upcoming player. So I think we should be patient with him, right? Because persons criticized him of not playing well in the previous game also. You get what I'm saying? So, I believe I covered most things, right? Hold on, before we close this off. Now, what we need now from this team that I predicted that Ten Hag will select, we need McTominay, if he's the starter, to continuously play how he's playing, because I know a lot of McTominay fans are going to come on to my back for me now saying this now. Now, yes, he's playing well for the most recent fixtures that he's been involved, right? However, this is not something new to me, right? I have seen McTominay do performances like these. My issue is the consistency. So, if McTominay can keep these consistent performances, I am okay with him starting in my team, right? And playing for us. But that is why I said put Casemiro in, because he's been there and done it, right? That's why I am favored of Casemiro playing. However, if Ten Hag wants to play McTominay, go ahead, right? I am supporting my manager's decisions, because thus far I see that I can trust my manager. But people, I think that is where we will close off this preview and somewhat analysis, right? Sheriff, they're the best team in their respective league. We should not underestimate them, as I was saying earlier on, right? They have beaten Real Madrid in the past, and they have beaten other teams and drawn with other teams in the past. So us going against them now, we should look to secure 3 points, because if we don't secure this 3 points for this game, it looks troubling moving forward, right? So I believe that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, as we close off this video, I just want to re-emphasize Glazers out. Guys, go and watch my video where I spoke about Sir Jim Ratcliffe and his intentions if he is the new owner of United, right? So, guys, smash that like button, turn on the post notifications, right? And subscribe to 876 United Facts TV. Thanks for tuning in, guys. See you after the game.